The Score is the place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts here at CMCC. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Class A North Softball Quarterfinals, where today here from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, it is the number 1 ranked Skowhegan Riverhawks taking on the number 8 Lewiston Blue Devils. Mike Violet here along with A.J. Knight. Galen Neal is our videographer here this afternoon. I know it's throwing the hyperbole gauntlet down right out of the gate, but what the heck? If Lewiston were able to upset Skowhegan here today, it would be amongst the biggest upsets in the history of Maine high school sports, because you see Lewiston and Skowhegan played just about 10 days ago on May 24th, and Skowhegan won 13-0 in a game that was called because of the 10-run rule. Then you look at 4 days earlier where they played number 2 Oxford Hills, and Lewiston was skunked in 4 innings there 16-1. So against the top 2 seeds, Lewiston has lost by a combined 29-1. So perhaps I gave some reason and fact to my hyperbole. Huh, A.J. Knight, he said with a question mark?
Oh, yes, but as they also say, Mike, if I could add cliche to your hyperbole, they don't play the games on paper.
On any given day. Okay, that's fair enough.
I mean, last night, granted, it was, I think, just a bad matchup for whatever reason. Lawrence had Coney's number. They beat him all 3 times this season, but 10 seed went on the road last night and not only beat the 7 seed, they 10-runned them in 6.
They sure did. Skowhegan coming off a marvelous regular season. The Riverhawks once beaten, that was to the Oxford Hills Vikings, and they took care of that by avenging that loss later on in the season. That was the only loss for Skowhegan the entire year. They simply took care of business, and reason number 1 that they took care of business was because of the fantastic pitching of Lily Noyes. We've been up here 3 times, I think, this year.
I believe so.
Lily Noyes has been our score player of the game every time out, AJ.
And I feel like it's not been close. We've had some, and let me be very fair, there's been some Skowhegan bats that have been very lively in the 3 times we've been up here, but Noyes is no slouch with the bat either. She's just unhittable. Just to throw some more numbers at you, Mike, Skowhegan has held teams to 1 or shut them out in 11 of their 16 games, and they have scored 10 runs at least in all but 5 games. Since that Oxford Hills loss, they are 8-0. They have outscored those 8 teams, which includes that revenge game against Oxford Hills, 79-4.
Impressive to say the least. The last time they lost was to Oxford Hills back on May the 6th. 11-6 was the final score there. But, of course, they came back and avenged that loss by shutting out Oxford Hills on May 22nd by a score of 2-0. So Skowhegan hasn't lost since May the 6th. Meanwhile, for the Lewiston Blue Devils, they haven't won since May 15th. They finished up losing 4 in a row to Oxford Hills, Mount Blue, Skowhegan, and lost to their crosstown rivals EL 2-1. However, their coach, Ryan Cormier, is pleased with the progress that they've made. This is a program that was down in the dregs of society last year. They only won 4 games. They did win 6 this year. They're playing better softball, and the program is headed in the right direction.
Yeah, shout out to the coaching staff for giving us some legitimate numbers, which we appreciate and we'll get into. But, yeah, they doubled their win totals. They set goals for this young team. Doubled their win totals, check. Cut down their errors. They did that by more than half, check. Make the playoffs, check. So this program has set 3 big goals for itself. It hit those 3 goals and playing with house money today. The Blue Devils not expected to win this one, so there's no pressure on them. Come out, swing for the fences.
Whatsoever. You may as well go out there and get your hacks in against Illinois and see what happens. It is a very warm day here in Skowhegan. The temperature right now is 84 degrees. We have a very light wind. We, in fact, would appreciate a little bit more, but a very light wind of about 5 miles an hour with gusts to 14. I think we would all take a 14-mile-an-hour gust that is right now. But it is a very warm day. We'll see how it affects both sides. But, of course, when you're out there pitching and you're standing in the hot sun, you're not moving very, very much. And you're exerting yourself, even though there's not a whole lot of stress on the arm, sometimes that can wear you right down.
Yeah, it would behoove Illinois to have one of her, normal 13 strikeout games so she can get some breeze blowing towards her infield, keep them cool on the day. But, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the Heat, because we really haven't. I mean, I know it's warmed up recently, but we have been blessed, besides some wind, mostly cooler days throughout this entire spring season. The humidity's just really picked up recently, and it's humid today. Yeah, the humidity is up in the low 70% area, so the feels-like temperature certainly is higher than the air temperature, which is 84 degrees right now. So we have this 1-8 matchup and a chance to win here today and play in the semifinals coming up on Saturday. That's when the semifinals will be played. We are having a lot of teams play a lot of games and a lot of different sports. We have a lot of decisions to make as to where we're going to be Saturday. It's not going to be an easy one. We might try to be in 2 places if we can, if some teams will, cooperate with things. Schedule accordingly.
Schedule-wise, we have the Messalonsky boys lacrosse team, which was scheduled to play originally tomorrow, but both schools who are playing in the prelim game for the pleasure of playing Messalonsky decided to not play last night and instead play tomorrow. And so they are not going to be able to play on Friday. So the Messalonsky boys lacrosse team will play in the quarterfinals on Saturday. So that means that gives us an open night Friday, but we filled it because we're going to go down to Cumberland to Greeley High School and see Coney and Greeley and girls lacrosse. That's the 4-5 matchup. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, 2, I think, of the better players in all of lacrosse in the state of Maine, in Macy Freeman and Asia Kelman, I believe is the
Kelman, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who was just recent. Both have been players of the game, so looking forward to that matchup.
Absolutely. Some very impressive girls and boys lacrosse played down the stretch. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Starting lineups, first pitch. It's playoff softball. It's the Class A North softball quarterfinals. Skowhegan and Lewiston get it on next on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey is prime!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial, all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights back here live at sun-splashed Skowhegan High School. where the Lewiston Blue Devils and the Skowhegan Riverhawks ready to do softball battle here in the Class A North quarterfinals. Lewiston, coached by Ryan Cormier, they will go this way. Isabella Enos will lead off. She'll be in center field. Batting second, playing third base, is Juliet Philippon. Hitting third and catching today is Aubrey Peer. Batting cleanup, playing shortstop, is Ireland Ackley. Hitting fifth, playing first base, Jersey Cunningham. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Maya Raymond. Hitting seventh, the designated player today, Shelby Valley. Hitting eighth in right field is Ava Marquis. Batting ninth and playing in left field is Aubrey Wood. And pitching, she is being hit for, Ava Dion. So again, it's Enos, Philippon, and Peer, Ackley, Cunningham, and Raymond, Valley, Marquis, and Wood, with Dion being hit for on the mound. Defensively, Skowhegan goes this way. Left to right in the outfield, Riley Carey in left, Annabelle Morris in center, Arabelle Linkletter in right. Third to first along the infield, Natalie Gilman at third, Maddie Morris at short, Lydia Jones at second, Riley Welch is at third, Carly Jarvis catching, Lily Noyes. The umpires today, Ken Ellingwood and Dick Dwyer, are on the bases, and Steve Belanger is behind the plate. And we are ready to go. Isabella Enos is in the batter's box. And Lily Noyes fires. First one is hit well to left. That's down the line, and it's just foul. Just foul. A long, loud strike on the first pitch of the game by Isabella Enos. She gave that a ride. It one-hopped the wall. Strike one.
Nothing to lose. And always good, I think, for a pitcher, especially a dominant one, to give him something to think about.
So Enos back in there, down one strike. Here's the pitch. Bowled up there, ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike, a worm burner. It's Enos, Philippon, and Peer. Again, game time temperature, just checked it again. It's 85 degrees now with the wind blowing out toward left center and center.
I was hoping you checking it again, it was going to magically drop 10 degrees.
I did not.
Dang it.
1 ball, 1 strike on Isabella Enos. That is high, 2-1. They play Enos around toward left, as they should after that first swing, and deep. Carey is toward the line in left, and Morris swung over toward left center. Some control issues here for Noyes. She misses, and it's 3-1.
Shout out again to the Lewiston coaching staff. Mike gave us a ton of great stats. Enos, one of the batters they featured, 9-game hitting streak currently.
Indeed. Really appreciate the info that we got from head coach Ryan Cormier. He was very detailed, and he got back to us immediately. Really appreciate that. The 3-1 from Noyes. Ball 4. So Enos draws a leadoff walk and a good start for Lewiston. And here is Juliet Philippon. Philippon with a word with Ryan Cormier, wearing a Lewiston Strong shirt.
Philippon, another one of those batters highlighted, Mike. 336 batting average, 15 RBIs on the season.
15 RBIs in 16 games. I'll take that production. Here's the windup, the pitch by Noyes. The bunt is on. The pitch is a strike. It's dropped by Jarvis, and getting second base on the play is Enos. That's a stolen base. So, a runner in scoring position for Lewiston. 1 strike on Philippon. So Noyes, some control issues. She has been wide 4 of the first 5. She did throw a strike there. That's grounded foul. And quickly it is 0-2. This Lewiston team, as AJ said in the pregame show, their goal, one of them was to double their wins. They did, from 3 last year to 6 this year. The other one, make the playoffs. They did.
Again, young program, I think it's good to set those goals next year, right? You said, maybe 3 more wins. Mid-seed, get to host the playoff game would be a good goal.
No balls, 2 strikes here on Juliet Philippon. The pitch is a changeup. It's a parachute swung on and missed, strike 3. First change of the day from Noyes. She always seems to have the right touch on when to throw them. So 1 out. Here's Audrey Peer, the catcher. Peer with Enos running at second. Fouled back. And Galen Neal on the camera did not budge. He is iron.
Way to go. And for Lewiston, Mike, again, they gave us these stats. I'm going to use them. Peer, how about 447 batting average?
That'll play. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll take 447 in my lineup any day. I'll find room for it.
Pierre, the 3-spot hitter, leading them in all offensive categories. Fouled over us and out of play. Count 1-2. Ireland Ackley is on deck. One ball, 2 strikes on Aubrey Pierre. 1 out. We are in the top of the first. Enos on second, a walk and a stolen base. Noise deals. High, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jarvis, the sign. The 2-2. In there, strike 3 called. And Pierre is gone. Out looking, 2 straight strikeouts for Noise. 2 gone. And here is Ireland Ackley. Ackley, the shortstop. Right-handed batter. With Enos still camped out at second base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss very late, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike.
2 big strikeouts for Noise, right? You give up the leadoff walk and then get the 2 biggest bats in the Blue Devils lineup.
1 strike on Ackley. Noise ready, deals. That is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ackley if she can reach. Jersey Cunningham on deck. 1-1. Jarvis gets the sign from the dugout. Noise approves. Here's the pitch. That is spiked foul to the right, not a play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Noise to the rosin. Rubbing that ball on the hip. Gets it to her liking. The sign from Jarvis, the 1-2. Change up, strike 3. It's not even fair. And she strikes out the side after the leadoff walk. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left for Lewiston in the top of the first. We go to the bottom. The score, Lewiston nothing, Skowhegan coming up. You're watching playoff softball on The Score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
All right, the Skowhegan Riverhawks ready to go here in the bottom of the first inning. Lee Johnson's ball club lines up this way today. Annabelle Morris leads off. She's in center field. Batting second and catching is Carly Jarvis. Hitting third, playing shortstop is Maddie Morris. Batting cleanup in right field is Arabelle Linkletter. Hitting fifth and playing third base, Natalie Gilman. Batting sixth, the pitcher, Lily Noyes. Hitting seventh is Riley Welch. She is in left field. The DP is Casey Getchell. She will bat eighth, and batting ninth and playing second base, Lydia Jones. And Getchell as the DP hitting for Riley Carey, who is in left field. So Morris, Jarvis, Morris, Linkletter, Gilman, Noyes, Welch, Getchell, and Jones. Ready to face Ava Dion, the right-hander for the Lewiston Blue Devils. Not dominant, according to her coach, but she's got enough off-speed pitches to keep hitters off balance. That is bunt right out in front. I thought that hit her. She is safe. I thought that she ran into that ball. So a bunt base hit for Annabelle Morris. And so the first hitter of the game on the first pitch.
Tough to see from this angle. It's so quick, but I think you got an argument there, Mike. It might be true.
Well, it's a bunt base hit one way or the other. Here's Carly Jarvis, so a good start for Skowhegan. And I thought I'd hear her outside of the batter's box, too. She runs up a ground to second, could be two. They get one there. Nope. Jarvis beats it out. The throw goes by. Jarvis is going to get second base anyway because the ball went out of play. So, out at second is Morris. She's out 4-6 and give an error on the play to the shortstop, Ackley, to allow Maddie Morris to reach.
And that one's one of those areas, right, Mike? You got to realize she already beat it. Don't compound the issue.
Right, or, allow Carly Jarvis to reach. Here is Maddie Morris. Morris up the middle. Shortstop ranges over. Ackley throws, and the ball off the glove of the first baseman's glove goes into short right field and foul ground now. And coming in to score on the play is Jarvis. So Skowhegan draws first blood. That is an error on the first baseman. E3. Morris reaches. So one out, a run in, a runner on, and here is the very dangerous, that is, Arabelle Linkletter. Linkletter taps one to shortstop, and the shortstop went to second, and everybody's going to be safe. I think she thought the pitcher was going to field it, and so Ireland Ackley drifted over to short, and then Dion let it go, so it's a base hit. An infield hit for Arabelle Linkletter. First and second with one out. Here's Natalie Gilman, the Skowhegan third baseman. So 2 on, 1 out, 1 in. Up the middle, that's going to make it into center field. They will send Morris. The runner is safe at home. Got to play at third. The catcher hanging onto the ball there, and the runners all move up. And Skowhegan putting some serious pressure on the defense. Morris scores on the Gilman RBI single. She gets second on the throw. Linkletter is on third, and it is 2-0. So pressure on the defense already. Here is Lily Noyes. That one is low and away for ball one. Noyes, right-handed hitting pitcher.
How many pitches has Dion thrown? Like 6? I mean, it just seems like everybody's swinging at the first one.
And it's not like they've been crushing the ball either. That one is high, ball 2. I mean, we got a bunt base hit. We got an error by the shortstop on a ball that wasn't hit all that well. We got an error by the first baseman on a ball that really wasn't hit all that well.
I knew you were coming in sometime, so.
2 balls, no strikes. On Lily Noyes. Here's the pitch. That is hit well to right field. Right fielder drifting back. Marquis and the Sun can't make the play. 1 run will score. They are going to hold the runner at third. And cruising into second base is Noyes. That's got to be an error on the right fielder. And catching the baseball, the softball in this case, is really killing the Lewiston Blue Devils. They're not catching it.
I lost track here, Mike. Is that an RBI because it would have been a sac fly or
yes.
No? Okay.
Yes. Give her a sac fly and an RBI and an E9. And it is 3-0. And only one Skowhegan batter has been retired. Here is Riley Welch, the first baseman, second and third. The pitch, a check swing back to the mound. Dion looks the runner back, then the runner takes off, and she scores. And going into third on the play, good base running there was Lily Noyes. Skowhegan with another run as Gilman crosses the plate. And it is 4-0. So on third now is Noyes, and Welch is out 1-3. And here is Casey Getchell, the DP, hitting for the left fielder Riley Carey. 4 in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The only out before the last batter had come on the fielder's choice. Now a grounder back to the pitcher. And 2 outs. High fly, pop up. Short right, it's trouble, it's going to fall in. Everybody kind of looking at one another, and it fell in the Bermuda Triangle out there, and that's a base hit for Casey Getchell. Give her an RBI. It's 5-0. And here is Lydia Jones. Jones, right-handed batting second baseman. Takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Casey Getchell at first. 2 outs with 5 runs in. Up the middle, shortstop ranging over Ackley. And Ackley, instead of taking it herself, flipped it over, and they make yet another error.
Just feels like that snowball effect, doesn't it? Where just one thing after the other.
That's a play you simply can take another step and make yourself. And Ackley decided to flip it, and Maya Raymond couldn't handle it.
4 errors this inning.
So Jones is on, and we go to the top of the order, Annabelle Morris for the second time. Morris led the game off with a bunt single. High. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 5-0 Skowhegan. 2 outs.
And by my count, all 5 runs unearned.
They are. Popped up. And it came inside. What are the chances of a ball getting inside here, huh?
Difficult. Surprised we got a baseball player sitting next to us. Other that snag was going down easy.
There isn't much of a space for it to go through, but yet it did. The 2-1 is a change. That is a ball.
Yeah, Mr. Jones absolutely would. He was he's doing big, important AD things. He was distracted. That's fair.
3 balls, 1 strike on Annabelle Morris, the 10th batter of the inning. Fouled over us. This time it almost came in. And Annabelle Morris taking dead aim for us up here in the booth. AJ, what have you said lately about Annabelle Morris that has made her target us? Anything?
That I think she should play 2 sports at Thomas College. That's what I said.
Here's the 3-2. That one's again
Jeez,
over us. I'm telling you.
This is a vendetta.
I'm telling you, we got a bullseye on our faces here because our backs are back to her. Another 3-2 coming from Dion. Here it is. That is hit up the middle, just avoiding it there at second base was Getchell. She'll score. The throw is cut. They've got a runner hung up between second and third, and a good job right until the end there by Juliet Philippon. Once you get close, you got to throw the ball. She ran her back to the bag and ends up not getting it out. Coming in to score is Getchell.
Now batting, number 22, Carly Jarvis.
And at second now is Lydia Jones. Annabelle Morris on at first with a bullet up the middle. Give her an RBI. Here's Carly Jarvis, who reached on an error by the shortstop, and a timeout called here by Ryan Cormier. Is ball club a little bit unnerved here, having given up 6 runs and all of them unearned here in the first.
Just felt like a young team, right? The snowball effect. We've talked about it a little bit this season where you kind of make that first mistake, and then as opposed to just trying to get back, you're thinking about the second one, and then you make the second, and then you make the third, and it just feels like you've lost control of it. And Skowhegan's a team, right? They're not 15-1 for no reason.
Pressure's always on you. You're always going to have pressure on you when you play Skowhegan. They always put the ball in play. They don't strike out much.
And especially as we turn the lineup over, right? Carly Jarvis batting for the second time. That first 5, especially for the Riverhawks, is brutal.
2 outs still. 2-1 for Jarvis, who reached on an error by the shortstop and scored her first time. 6-0 Skowhegan. Jarvis takes ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on the Skowhegan catcher. She, too, headed for Thomas College.
Yeah, so the Skowhegan softball team just funding Thomas the same way Lawrence basketball filled up UMA last year.
The 1-0 is outside 2-0. Dion slams it into the glove. The sign from Pierre. Runs up, and it goes by the first baseman, Cunningham, into right field. And chugging in, coming in to score Lydia Jones. It's 7-0. That's an RBI single for Carly Jarvis. And getting third, Annabelle Morris. Excuse me. No, that was Annabelle. Yep, this is Maddie.
Layla Clark pinch running, Mike.
7 in. Layla Clark goes to pinch run for Jarvis, as she always does. And here is Maddie Morris. Maddie reached on an error by the first baseman. She dropped a throw from the shortstop. 7-0. Here's the pitch. Down and in for a ball, and scooting to second is Clark. Give her a steal. 1 ball, no strikes on Maddie Morris. Here it is. Inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The number 1 seeded Skowhegan Riverhawks off to a touchdown and an extra point start. That's a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Big emphasis on that strike call from that ump.
I like that. That's in the left field, a base hit right by the glove of the shortstop, Ackley. 2 runs will score. It's 9-0. A 2-run single for Maddie Morris. That was a shot into left center. And here is Arabelle Linkletter. Linkletter, an infield hit to short. Her first time, and she scored. Arabelle, full of dirt and dust. That's a strike.
By the way, Mike, we have a poll up on our YouTube stream. We asked people, will a home run be hit today after we had the Grand Slammy yesterday? Right now, tied, 50-50.
All right. The way Skowhegan is going, who knows? A change is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. We had our first home run of the year in softball last night by Ruby Pierce of Lawrence, a grand slam.
And that got out in a hurry.
It was a high, deep drive. That is a high, deep drive. Left fielder in, and she spears it. Aubrey Wood takes extra bases away from Arabelle Linkletter, and thus the first inning for Skowhegan comes to an end. But a productive one it was. They score 9 times, and we go to the second. The score, Skowhegan 9 and Lewiston 0. This is high school playoff softball on The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Well, Lily Noyes with a wicked, big, crooked number to work with from her teammates and herself in the bottom of the first inning, 9-0. Jersey Cunningham will lead it off for Lewiston. That's in the left. It's off the glove there of Gilman, a base hit. Cunningham puts a good swing on it. And the first pitch of each inning so far First by Isabella Enos, hit a deep drive foul down the left field line, and now Cunningham, with a solid line drive single, has been hit hard. And here is Maya Raymond. Raymond, the second baseman.
And for Lewis, it got to feel good after that just dreadful inning to get up and get the first batter on.
Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the screen. The numbers in the first inning, I didn't have time to add them up before we went out to commercial. 9 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors, 1 left on, all 9 runs unearned.
Yep.
Scored by Skowhegan. 0-1. The pitch. Late on that one, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, well, the first inning, right, like you said, Enos hit that hard one, ends up drawing the walk, and then Lily Noyes goes, K. Going to sit down.
Valley on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 4 strikeouts now for Lily Noyes. And it's like she gets ticked off after giving up a base runner and bears down even more. So 1 out. Here's Shelby Valley, the DP. Shelby, right-handed batter, facing Lily Noyes. The pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Plate umpire is Steve Belanger today. Ken Ellingwood and Dick Dwyer on the bases. Girls playoff lacrosse, Class B tomorrow night. Greeley and Coney at 5:30. No, not tomorrow night. That's Friday night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. I'm all mixed up with all these changes. Tomorrow it's baseball.
Yes.
3:30. Madison will be the host field as Skowhegan takes on Camden Hills.
Yep.
And then it's Friday night. It's Greeley and Coney in girls lacrosse at 5:30.
You know, down there, we're traveling down there. I think it should be on the company to provide us some good seafood.
Called strike 3. What's that score Jeep doing these days, too?
Yeah, let's get that down there. Let's get the top down.
Yeah.
Get some clams.
Absolutely. 2 outs, and here is Ava Marquis, the right fielder. 2 outs, runner at first is Jersey Cunningham. Skowhegan leading 9-0. Here it is. Way out in front of a changeup, 0-1. She could have swung twice at that.
And that's the thing, is it's just so hard to catch up to Noyes' fastball, and then she just puts the parachute on that.
The 0-1. Another changeup. She got a piece, fouled it back.
Tell you what, we're going to have to talk to Mr. Jones. This fence is earning its money today.
Well, it's a good thing it's there.
And Galen would have had 2 black eyes by now. The fence is earning its money today.
0-2.
Thank you. It was put in just for us, he says.
Right. And if you believe that, I have a bridge for sale. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High. 1-2 on deck is Aubrey Wood, the left fielder.
Our poll, by the way, has now found a favorite. 60-40 the votes in terms of will we get a home run.
Okay.
60% people saying, yeah, there's a homer today.
So go to @Central Maine Sports on YouTube. High. 2-2.
Trying to get her to chase
You know,
that
all
high cheddar.
year in, about 40 or so games that we've done, or in the late 30s, right around 40, we've had 2 home runs hit over the fence. 1 on the baseball side, 1 on the softball side.
Yep.
Parker Morin hit 1 to right field, that short porch at Morton Field, and the Ruby Pierce blast last night. The 2-2. Popped up on the infield. First baseman Welch is there, and Riley squeezes it. And that is it. So, again, Lily Noyes allows the leadoff hitter to reach and then mows them down after that on a couple of strikeouts and a pop-up to the first baseman. So for Lewiston in the second, no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We have played 1.5. The score is Skowhegan 9, Lewiston 0. You're watching and listening to high school playoff softball on the score.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Anderson.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Local sports on the score presented by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts here at CMCC. Here's Natalie Gilman to lead it off in the second. Takes a strike on the outside edge. 0-1. Gilman with an RBI single, and she scored later on in the first when Skowhegan put 9 on the board. That's hit to right center field. Right fielder over. Marquis makes the catch. 1 out. So Gilman is retired. And that's a good start there for Ava Dion. And here is Lily Noyes. Noyes singled in the first.
Now she reached on that sac fly error.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad there. So I change it to she reached on that sac fly error. That is ball 1. Changeup hit high, middle of the infield. The shortstop out, and you could tell that was trouble immediately. That's a base hit, but it's a ball that's got to be caught. So Noyes gets a gift of a base hit. 1 out, runner at first. Here's Riley Welch, who tapped back to the pitcher her first time. And Noyes will be run for.
That is Jasmine Merrill.
And here is Welch, right-handed batter. The pitch. High, ball 1. So Skowhegan and Camden Hills baseball tomorrow at 3:30. That'll be for Madison.
Again, I talked about it last night. An interesting matchup. Skowhegan's not played well down the stretch.
Number 3 seed, another one off the screen, but man, they have struggled mightily. They've had very good pitching all year, although a little bump in the road down the stretch by their pitchers. But they've beaten some quality teams. They had to finish number 3. Change is in there. Or a strike, 1 and 2.
Skowhegan baseball ruined 2 perfect seasons. They handed Lawrence their first win, not only their first loss, they 10-runned them.
Right.
And then Hamden came to Colby, and they beat them, I think, 6-0 in a gym by McMahon.
Popped up. These have been way too interesting, and that is going to fall in. There's another ball that probably should be caught. It's a base hit. And Welch is on.
You seem very unsure, just communication-wise, right? There's a few of them that just feel like they're holding up and not.
Yeah, I don't think there needed to be any communicating there. That's the right fielder's ball all the way. Here's Casey Getchell. Getchell singled, drove in a run, and scored in the first. 2 on, 1 out. That's a strike. 0-1 to Casey. Here's the pitch. Had her way out in front, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Ava Dion up in the count here, 0-2.
Still hunting her first strikeout.
Pierre the sign, Dion deals. Ooh, almost had it there. Just a piece by Getchell.
Just one of those days where it feels like for Skowhegan batters, almost nothing can go wrong. Anything they've put into play has pretty much found some green grass.
Or somebody's not caught it, or thrown
That's
it
what I
away.
mean. By virtue, it hit the ground eventually.
The 0-2, strike 3 called. There's the first strikeout of the game for Ava Dion. She gets Getchell looking. 2 outs. Here's Lydia Jones. Jones reached on an error by the second baseman. Her first time, and she eventually came around to score. Jones against Dion with runners at first and second and 2 gone. A strike to Jones, 0-1. Jones, the number 9 hitter on deck. Annabelle Morris, who, if she does get up, would be hitting for the third time in 2 innings. Whew. Low, that one's off the catcher, Pier, and the runners will move up. That's a wild pitch.
It's been one of those days.
1 ball, 1 strike on Lydia Jones. Low, 2-1.
I think Lydia Jones deserves a shout-out. She impressed Mike massively with some infield defense
during infield practice.
Yeah.
Hard ground ball to shortstop. Picking it up is Ackley. No, she doesn't, and everybody is safe. That was going to be a tough play anyway. I'm going to give Jones a base hit because I am a benevolent scorekeeper.
I think that I'm with you. I think that's a tough throw.
So an RBI single for Jones to shortstop. And here is Annabelle Morris for the third time in 2 innings with runners on first and third with 2 outs. It's 10-0.
That was Noise that scored, wasn't it, Mike?
It was the pinch runner for Noise. And now going to second, defensive indifference. Jones now puts runners on second and third for Skowhegan. A 1-0 count on Annabelle, who has reached on a bunt base hit and belts that one to left. That's going to make it down to the corner. 2 runs will score. Look at Morris run. And she will have to stop at second, as Wood did a pretty good job to get over there in the outfield, but it's a 2-run double. It's 12-0 Skowhegan. Annabelle Morris with a drive. Here is Carly Jarvis. Jarvis has reached on an error by the shortstop and scored, and singled and scored, and also drove in one. It is 12-0.
I believe those are the first 2 earned runs as well.
Jarvis, takes ball 1.
Actually, correct myself. I believe one of those is unearned.
Well, make up your mind, will you?
Look, the stat sheet is a mess.
I know. I hear you, brother. Believe me, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's a strike, 1-1. Today's game presented to you by Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online, cmautogroup.com. Jarvis into right center. That's going to get down. That's going to kick all the way to the wall. That is going to bring in yet another run. Coming in to score is Morris, and Jarvis into third with a stand-up triple. It's a baker's dozen for Skowhegan. It's 13-0.
Just unloading the extra base city.
Well, we thought last night was extra base city. The only thing missing from this one is a homer.
According to the poll, I think the poll got back to 50%, 50-50 on whether we're going to get one.
Clark into run for Jarvis, who already has run all the way to third base. And here's Maddie Morris. Maddie today has reached on an error and scored and had a 2-run single. 13-0, and a lot of this has happened with 2 outs here in the second. That's a strike.
Now, the crazy thing is, I believe by my count, Mike, out of 13 runs, 1 of them is earned.
That is hit high to left. It's going to go foul. Home run distance. Does a foul home run count in our poll?
No, it's got to be legit.
Okay.
Checking the numbers. It's still 50-50.
So it's 0-2 on Maddie. A foul home run just to the left of that white pickup truck out there in left field. Almost ended up in the back.
Lucky fan souvenir.
Really? No balls, 2 strikes on Maddie Morris. The pitch by Dion. Change is low and away.
And just to the Skowhegan, what they're chasing last night, which was extra base city, 4 doubles, a triple, and a grand slam homer was what we had last night, all by Lawrence.
Here it is. Low. Good stop there by Pier. 2-2. It is 200 feet down the line in left, also 200 down in right, and 215 to dead center.
I'd be really impressed if someone hit it to the infield of that other field.
Here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. This has been interesting so far. It's going to fall in. Everybody stood there and watched it, and with second base open, Morris is going to get 2 bases. It's an RBI double. It's 14-0. That one just barely made it beyond the pitcher.
Heads up base running.
14-0. Here is Arabelle Linkletter. Arabelle has an infield hit and lined out to short. She's the cleanup hitter, takes ball 1. She is also the 9th batter of the inning. Skowhegan threatening to bat around for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes on Linkletter. 2-0.
How the heck are you going to choose a player of the game out of this?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, fair.
2 balls, no strikes. That's hit to center field. Center fielder Enos is there and makes the catch. And mercifully, the second inning has come to an end. But after putting up 9 in the first, Skowhegan puts up 5 here in the second. And we go to the third. It is 14-0 Skowhegan over Lewiston. You're watching and listening to Class A North playoff softball. On the Score.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Well, we have finally made it to the third inning after a 9 spot by Skowhegan in the first and 5 more in the second. They lead it 4-0. Do you have the second inning totals for Skowhegan?
Yeah, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 1 left on base.
All right, and all the runs were earned. There were no errors in the inning.
Yeah, here's your fun fact of the day. Linkletter has ended both of those big innings because she's got 2 left on.
That's true. So they sent 9 to the plate in the second, and here we go to the top of the third, and that one is fouled off for Lewiston. Aubrey Wood, the left fielder, fouls it back, and it's 0-1 on Aubrey. It is Wood, the number 9 hitter, back to the top. Enos and Philippon, 9-1-2 for Lewiston. The Blue Devils have 1 hit, and Noyes has struck out 5. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lily with 5 Ks in the first and 2 in the second. She has put the leadoff man on by walk and by a base hit in each inning, and then retired the side in order right after that. 1-1 here to Wood. Noyes ready. Here's the pitch. High and wide. 2 balls, 1 strike. Baseball tomorrow, Skowhegan and Camden Hills at 3:30. Game will be played at Madison. Girls playoff lacrosse Friday at 5:30. It's Coney at Greeley. Check swing, it's a ball. Our Saturday schedule to be announced.
We'll be somewhere.
We will be somewhere, or some 2 places maybe. Who knows? Depending on times of games. 3-1. Right in there for a strike. 3-2. $14-0 Skowhegan. Here's the full count pitch. Right in there, strike 3. 6th strikeout for Lily Noyes. Wood is gone. And remarkably consistent for Lily. 3 called, 3 swinging.
She's just so good.
And here is Isabella Enos. Enos, the center fielder, walked, stole second, and died right there. in the first. One out, nobody on. Noyes deals. That's hit well to left field, ranging over, and unable to get it there is Riley Carey. It goes all the way to the wall. Hitting second is Enos. She's going to get a stand-up triple. Isabella Enos hit that one right on the screws. She barreled it up, and it went to the wall on one hop. Carey with a diving attempt. And time is called by the plate umpire to clean the plate off, but a triple for Isabella Carey.
And Isabella Enos. How about
Excuse me, Isabella Enos, my bad.
How about that? Enos, too, of course, hit that long one to start the game, but it was foul.
Yes.
Yeah, she's able to straighten it out just enough. Drop it in for a triple.
I think she's got Lily Noyes all figured out, does Isabella Enos. High, that one almost went to the backstop as Jarvis had to jump up out of her crouch. 1 ball, no strikes on Juliet Philippon. Juliet struck out swinging her first time. Juliet is the third baseman. Lewiston 6-10 this year. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Up. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Enos, impressive day at the plate for the Lewiston leadoff hitter.
I can't believe. I imagine Noyes you can count on less than one hand.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss.
The number of extra, maybe not extra base hits, triples for sure.
Yeah, but just balls hit like that.
Yeah. And she got 2. Again, that foul, she hit a good one to start the game. It was just foul.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Philippon. Noyes ready. Here's the pitch. Got her. Strike 3 called. Second strikeout in the inning, 7 in the game. And here is Aubrey Peer, who was called out on strikes her first time.
That's the problem with facing Noyes, though. You can get a base runner. You can get a base runner 4 feet from home. She still might get the strikeout and stop you from scoring.
The pitch is a strike to Peer. Well, it's like she gets a base runner on and she just bows her back and gets better. 0-1 on Peer. Here's the pitch. High. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, it's like is it Campbell for Oxford Hills when we had Skowhegan? Came in, bases loaded, 6, got out of it, got into the 7th, loaded the bases again, got out of it.
That is a change. It is High, 2-1. Winner of this one, as we wait for the next pitch, by Lily Noyes with a 2 balls, 1 strike count. High, 3-1. The winner of this one today, the Lewiston Skowhegan matchup, would play the EL Camden Hills winner on Saturday.
That EL softball team's had a weird season just like the baseball team, haven't they?
Beat some good teams, lost to some really bad teams. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2.
It's a story of just Edward Little baseball, softball this season. Any given day, man. Any given day.
Crazy years for both. 3-2 on Aubrey Peer. Noyes ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And she strikes out the side again. That is 8 strikeouts, and Noyes strands the runner Enos at third base. No runs, 1 really loud base hit, a triple. No errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Skowhegan 14, Lewiston nothing. You're watching and listening to playoff softball on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We want pride! We want pride!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey has pride!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
14-0, Skowhegan leading Lewiston here as we go to the third. So if Natalie Gilman, who's about to lead off here for Skowhegan, if Natalie Gilman gives AJ the home run that he is looking for, that'll be good, but it will also mean the game is over because it'll be a walk-off win for the Skowhegan Riverhawks. The rule is in softball, 15 runs or more after 3 or in the third, and it is over. So,
which we've seen Skowhegan do
they have
season.
done.
We had it. I think it was Camden Hills, if I remember correctly.
So Gilman will hit. She has singled and scored and fly to right.
By the way, some late guessers jumped in on the poll, so now it's 56% say no homer.
Okay.
But conveniently, I think score and inning dictated those votes more than anything.
There are some changes somewhere. I don't know where. Probably in the field. I don't know. So Gilman is going to hit.
Infield's all bunched up. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Plate umpire talking to Ryan Cormier, the Lewiston coach, about lineup changes. And waiting for Dion to get back on the slab, and here we go. Gilman 1 for 2. That is fouled back. 0-1 on Natalie. Gilman, Noyes, and Welch. 5-6-7 for Skowhegan.
By my stats here, Mike, I believe the only person who's batted today for Skowhegan without a hit is Linkletter.
Which is ironic because she's their cleanup hitter.
Yeah, and a big bat.
1 ball, 1 strike on Gilman. That is looped to short, and the shortstop, Ackley, able to reach up and stab it. 1 out. So Gilman is out on a little humpback line drive.
I'll say this, if Noyes hits a walk-off home run, then it's going to be hard-pressed not to make her the player of the game.
We got Aldrich now hitting for Noyes.
Never mind then.
So Aldrich will pinch hit. She swings and misses, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That is into center field, a base hit. So it doesn't matter who hits, they're all getting hits. Ariana Aldrich with the pinch single. She's on. And now Natalie Cook is going to pinch hit. You got to like someone whose walk-up music is hooked on a feeling, too, you know?
Good song. I know you're going to play the melody, but I would have really preferred the go. That's the part.
Well, that's devil worship stuff there.
Oh, well, that makes me sad.
All right, a major conference going on here as Cook. Baseball, after 3 in Oakland, it's Messalonsky 7, Mount Ararat 2.
That's pretty good for Meso.
The Battle of the Eagles.
Eagle superiority on the line.
All right, and now Jasmine Merrill's going to come in and run. So Merrill running and Cook hitting with 1 out. In the bottom of the third, it's 14-0 Skowhegan. And Gilman ready to dig in against Ava Dion. Here's the wind, the pitch. Low. So So Gilman hitting for Welch. There it is.
Cook, right? Cook hitting for Welch.
Yeah, wrong Natalie's. I got my Natalie's messed up. So Cook hitting for Welch. 2-0.
Uh-oh. People believing in the homer. We're back to 50-50 vote.
Into right, a base hit. That's going to split the gap out there. Merrill is going to be waved in. If she scores, this game is over. It's over. There is run number 15. And that is it. And there's always the confusion of these things, but there's nothing confusing about it. The rule is clear, and so that pinch hit single ends this ball game as Skowhegan mercy rules the Lewiston Blue Devils in the first round of the playoffs. Final score in this one, the Skowhegan Riverhawks in a domination situation. Skowhegan 15, Lewiston nothing. Back with the totals and more after this on The Score.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our videographer Galen Neal back here live at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. The theme song today for Skowhegan, Marvin Gaye's Mercy, Mercy Me, I think would be the choice as they mercy rule the Lewiston Blue Devils and win 15-0. The mercy rule is in the third inning. If the lead is 15 or more, the game is over, and that's what happened on the pinch hit RBI single there, and that ended the ball game. So final line score in this one, Skowhegan 15 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 2. Lewiston, no runs, 2 hits, 4 errors. That's 4 errors of commission. Errors of omission, probably twice that many.
Yeah.
Fly balls falling in, stuff like that, and they left 2 on base. Lily Noyes went the distance today, being 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. And our score player of the game, after much discussion, back in a soundproof room, we came up with Annabelle Morris, who went 3 for 3 today. She was on base all 3 times, 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. So congrats to Annabelle Morris, our score player of the game.
Who we owe a swag bag.
Yeah, we are out of swag bags, so we will give Annabelle Morris a swag bag down the line, maybe later on in the summer.
I think they might play for a little bit. I'll knock on wood for them, but I think they might play, so we got a chance to see them. So before we get to the schedules, we wrap this one up, Mike. I mean, just a blitzkrieg of a day from the Skowhegan offense, but don't forget to shout out Hammond Lumber.
Yes, our game, as always, brought to you by our friends at Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is hammondlumber.com. So baseball tomorrow from Madison as Skowhegan plays up there. They're home away from home. They played there and Colby this year, so they'll play at Madison tomorrow and take on Camden Hills. 3:30 is game time tomorrow. Then it is girls lacrosse, Class B girls lacrosse, Friday afternoon/Friday night as the Coney Rams travel to Cumberland to take on the Greeley Rangers. Game time there is 5:30. And then Saturday is up in the air. We need to see how this all shakes out today and tomorrow and see how it goes. And we will report back to you at centralmainsports.com and 1160thescore.com and on social media as well.
Yeah, let's just pre-shout out some ADs to just one of the games Saturday for one of the teams. Make it a night game.
Yeah, or a morning game.
Yeah, Mike and I will do a doubleheader. You just got to work with us schedule-wise.
Have a convenient schedule, will travel, I think is the best way to leave it. So for Galen Neal, our videographer, and for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. Final score here today in the Class A North quarterfinals, Skowhegan 15, Lewiston nothing.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160, The Score.